Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and here I have the Kona Cheesewood or Pittosporum hosmeri. Well, when you find a plant which is called cheesewood, that immediately sounds interesting, especially since on the internet a couple of sources say that it's actually edible. Well, the Kona Cheesewood comes from Hawaii. Here I'm not in Hawaii, I'm in a very similar subtropical archipelago. I'm on the island of Tenerife in the Canary Islands, in the Tenerife Palmetum. Definitely the best botanic garden in the Canary Islands. If you're in the Canary Islands, definitely come and visit it. Biggest collections of palms and bananas in all of the European Union, and also a lot of other plants, like the Kona Cheesewood, which is a little bit tricky to find something about. Yeah, it's called cheesewood, which could mean that some part of this tree is similar to cheese and being eaten. It's being said that it's edible in a couple sources, but I didn't find sources about how people are supposed to eat it. It's very useful. They use the flowers for lei, they use the plant for a lot of different things, but I couldn't find out the edible use. There is a bird in Hawaii, the alala, which ate basically few other things except for the cheesewood fruit, and excreted the seeds, which was very good for the plant and for the bird, because the bird got food and the plant got distributed. Now the alala is rare, and basically the seeds are being eaten mostly by rats. Yeah, but rats, they don't eat the fruit and excrete the seeds. They eat the seeds, which is bad for the plant. I mean, look at that. This is literally covered in fruit. I will show you the male plant in a moment. This is the female one. Lots of fruit. So for a normal sized bird, this would be a lot of nice food. Some Pittosporum species have very sticky stuff around the seeds. That's how the seeds are being distributed. This one has some sort of liquid around the seeds, so let's try it. The liquid is not as sticky as in other Pittosporum species. Oh, I'm being very popular with the tourists around here once again. So the seeds are covered in some liquid with interesting flavor. It's an oil. It's some sticky, slightly sticky, but mostly oil. The seeds are covered in oil. That's interesting. I thought it would be a watery liquid, but no, it's an oily liquid. Interesting. Maybe this bird utilized the oily liquid and then basically excreted the seeds after it has had removed the oil from them. Interesting. A plant feeding the bird with oil, with liquid oil, not with oily seeds, but with liquid oil. Well, here is the male plant, since we are already at it. Well, yeah, here is the male plant. Here are the inflorescences. Yeah, not much to see here. Of course, the flowering season is over, since the fruit are already ripe and opening. I don't see a single out of season male flower. So let's go back to this oil. Yeah, at first I thought it's a bit sticky, but no, it's actually just oily. I wonder what uses this oil has. If the oil is the edible part, or what you can use this fruit for, what food you can use this fruit for. Yeah, the oil is a little bit, yeah, it smells oily. It's not rancid or anything, it's just oil. Oil. A fruit dripping oil. Oh, look at that. This one is dripping a lot of oil. Interesting, folks. Really interesting. I wonder what would happen if I find an almost ripe fruit, almost ready to burst, or one which is opening right now. Here is one which is opening right now. Sticking my finger inside. Yeah, lots of oil. This oil must have some mechanism which prevents it from getting rancid too quickly. See here, oil drops. That's unusual, folks. Oily liquid just dripping out of the fruits and probably enticing those birds to eat the seeds because those are covered with the oily liquid. Crazy. So folks, this was the Kona Cheesewood. Maybe the unripe fruit I like cheese. I mean, cheese and oil kind of go together, so let's try one unripe fruit here. No, bah. Very aromatic and especially very bitter. So trying to eat the cheese was a fail. But at least we got at the oil. I learned something new. Fruit which drips oil. So folks, this was the Kona Cheesewood, which maybe we should rename it to Kona Butterwood. Or maybe I didn't eat it in the right way. If you know how to eat Kona Cheesewood fruit, please tell me. Apart from that, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful Tenerife Palmetto. And of course, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.